Hey collective, welcome in and welcome back to Source Seer. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. I'm going to start us off with a quick sound clearing, so if your volume is loud, I definitely recommend turning it down in 3, 2, 1. All experienced tarot viewers and readers, you know how it goes, and for those who don't, take what resonates, leave the rest behind for someone else in the collective to cherish, to contemplate, trusting that when this reading finds you, there is a rhyme, there is a reason, and there is a purpose. I'm going to start us off with a energy check. Let's see what Source thinks the collective should tune into at this time. Giving us a strong message. Source, please give us a message that the collective should tune into. We have the lovers. Gemini energy is here right off the bat with Cupid. I do want to just read really quickly from the book on this. My heart beats for you. Don't leave me because you too need love. And the word associated with this lover's card is feelings. So we could be focusing on a romantic relationship here. I would like to pull an oracle before I get into the tarot for this reading. Just get a quick oracle. Maybe 1 to 3 cards. See what energies are surrounding this situation for the collective. Thank you, Source, for giving the collective clear messages today. All right. We have patience and peace. Wonderful. I almost feel it's so interesting with this bobcat and blackthorn. I do get this divine feminine energy. Patience does require inaction sometimes, just allowing things to come into play. So there could be a divine feminine that's tuning in. With the lover's situation, there's a potential that perhaps there was a lover's situation where those in the collective are feeling, I'm seeing the 6 of Swords with peace. So maybe there was a situation that was a bit chaotic, or it just didn't resolve as you had hoped. Maybe there's no communication between you and the person on your mind, but we are looking with this piece, and then my mind's eye envisioning 6 of Swords. We are looking, sorry about that, we are looking at moving to calmer waters. So we have bashfulness and inspiration. It's interesting. I'm feeling the bashfulness as those in the collective maybe picking up on this energy. There's a sense of bashfulness that's coming from your end. I'm not really getting a strong correlation with this and the relationship itself, but it's possible. Perhaps some in the collective were feeling bashful in the connection, and inspiration. So this almost feels like the person that's on your mind. They could be feeling inspired. You could also be feeling inspired to take action in your own life. And I would get this more so in terms of career, but there's also this message of inspired action potentially coming forward in the relationship itself. And then at the top of the deck, we have mischief. So this Martin and Foxglove, someone's name could actually be Martin in the collective, but this Martin and Foxglove oracle, I've said this in my other readings before, I don't really get like a 7 of Swords. I get this playful mischievousness with this card. Maybe there's some mischievous activity going on in the background. I'm almost seeing moon energy, but it doesn't feel like it's completely detrimental to the connection of the relationship in its entirety. So let's pull some. Do I want this deck? No, I don't. Okay, we're gonna start with this one. Thank you, Source. All right, let's see what messages we have for the collective today about this relationship. It is feeling romantic more than platonic. So if that sounds like you, definitely stay tuned. I'm getting a mixture too of past and new type of energy. So when I mention past energies, I do not tap into toxic ex-partners. That would not be the case here. This could be a past life situation if that's something that you believe in. It could be someone whom perhaps the relationship started and it didn't pan out. It could be a potential ex, but we don't tap into the typical karmic associations that many people encounter when it comes to ex relationships. So if it is an ex partner, there's no it's interesting, I almost wanted to say there's no tar, like that sticky black substance. I don't know if anybody has seen the movie Fern Gully, and there's like all this pollution and this like creature thing that looks like tar, and it's just like this toxic sludge of nastiness. That's not what we're doing here. Just to make that clear. So you have Page of Wands. A lot of cards have come through. Wow. Page of Wands, Two of Swords, the Emperor, Two of Wands, Page of Cups. Just need a moment here. It's interesting how the two pages are on the side, and then we have two on each side of the Emperor. Two could be significant to some in the collective. There's some sort of immature type of energy surrounding this Emperor. They found themselves at a crossroad. They either found themselves in this position, or they're currently in a position of a crossroads where they have to make a decision. And this card is actually not in the upright. So I'm getting the sense that this was a past situation where they found themselves at a crossroad, and now they're coming out of this indecisiveness. They're seeing things more clearly. I'm seeing clouds parting after a very stormy situation. This Page of Wands here is telling me that there was some sort of passionate pursuit they were considering, and they are now making a decision to move forward in that regard. They are planning with the Two of Wands here. They're making plans to potentially come through with an apology with this Page of Cups here. So if you identify as a feminine and you perceive this person as the masculine energy, perhaps there was something that this Emperor needs to apologize for. I do want to get one card for the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups, just for a little bit more clarity there. Let's see what's going on. Interesting, yeah. A passionate pursuit in terms of the lovers situation. Oh, we had the lovers card here, so it was almost like they made this immature decision about the lover's situation. And it doesn't necessarily mean, like, say for instance, this is someone you've known for many years. It was immature in the sense of, I see somebody that's, like, as the masculine, very distracted, had a lot of things on their mind, because being in the Emperor's position, you are in charge of so much. You have a lot of responsibilities. You do instill a sense of order amidst chaos, but you still have a lot going on. So immature and almost premature more than anything. And now they've given this more thought. So let's see what's going on here with this Page of Cups. We can get a card here. Seven of Pentacles. They want to apologize for investing in what? I want one more card for the Seven of Pentacles. For making you wait. They want to apologize for making the collective wait. For making the collective wait because they see this lover's connection as a missed opportunity. They're feeling quite sad about this. Okay, let's see what's at the split. Five of Cups. Yeah, they're disappointed, they're sad, they're awakening to this with the Judgment here. Another major arcana. They're having an awakening about this disappointed. Again, it feels as if this masculine was very distracted and preoccupied with other things. And they're also awakening to what they perceive and consider to be their Ten of Cups. They might also be awakening to some hidden aspects about their family situation that they were not privy to before. But it's almost as if I'm seeing the Empress with this Ten of Cups. So they're awakening to their counterpart, they're awakening to, and you would be the Empress if you're a feminine energy, awakening to establishing a family unit, however that resonates with you. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to have kids, but whatever family representation means to you, they are awakening to this shared concept. It's almost as if this Emperor didn't really see the value in, or didn't really attend enough to their own desires. I see a masculine energy that is being pulled in many different directions here. So I want to see how this masculine perceives the collective, or what actions. Let's do that. Let's see. Let's see what actions this masculine is going to take. Potential future actions, source. What potential future actions will this masculine energy take towards the feminine? Interesting. The Two of Swords came sideways. So this indecisiveness between making a decision and keeping oneself blindfolded to the decision having to be made, almost like struggling with their intuition. Eight of Pentacles, working really hard to understand their own intuition. This could be a masculine energy that really didn't tap into their intuitive abilities. And I say that too because typically the Two of Swords has a moon symbol and this one does not. So it's almost, I hear this masculine going back and forth. Am I feeling this connection? Is this all in my head? Yeah, they're working hard towards a potential new beginning, taking a leap of faith. Am I feeling this connection? Is this all in my head? Or is this really something that, is this connection really something this deeply spiritual? This was definitely, as I'm saying that with this Five of Pentacles, something, this could have been a situation where the masculine ghosted, left you out in the cold. Let's get one more card for this Five of Pentacles here, please, source. It was destined for this to happen, and I'm hearing very strongly one of the reasons, and this won't resonate with everyone, but for some in the collective, one of the reasons that this masculine did leave you out in the cold is because they had their own karmic debt. I get karma with this Wheel of Fortune. They had their own karmic debt to pay, and it is not within your aligned path to be alongside this masculine as they pay off that debt. You were spared. I see the Temperance card. You were spared from this situation. Let's get a connecting card here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Fool. King of Swords. They're trying to be really logical about taking this leap of faith. I hear timing is everything. Timing is of the essence as well, but they're taking the necessary precautions before coming in with this new beginning. Let's get one more card connecting this situation here. The Fool, Five of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Again, we have the Judgment card. Wow, we have all major arcana. The Hierophant. This is a significant situation. They are awakening and allowing themselves to see this leaving you out in the cold from a different perspective. It's almost, I'm hearing some in the collective saying, they shouldn't have left me out because I could have helped. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, you have to remember this was divinely orchestrated to keep you out for a reason. You could have also been put in a situation where you had to focus on yourself, find a sense of wholeness within yourself before a reunion type of energy could come forward. So as this masculine is awakening to the potential of a new beginning, they're allowing themselves to receive this higher guidance pertaining to the new beginning, but also pertaining to leaving you out in the cold and changing their perspective. Another message for the collective here is that this Hierophant could be the differences in, perhaps you have like a difference in religion, political, social associations. So they're awakening to, I hear, disturbances within that hierarchical structure. They're putting themselves in a position where they're seeing things differently, right? They're hanging and to see from a different perspective. They're hanging from the tree of knowledge, I believe that is. To see from a different perspective. Okay. What's the future? What's going to become of this, though? That's what I really want to know. The Emperor again. Order amidst the chaos. They're trying to stabilize themselves. It doesn't really feel like they're taking much action yet. It's almost as if, at least within the next week to the next month, they're in a planning phase. They're taking their time with this. They're being very cautious, very careful. They could also have some judicial situations coming out, although I would have preferred to see the Judgment card come out with this, but yeah, there's something going on with their work situation as well. And again, that whole karmic situation with the Devil card that just came out. You're being spared from the tower moments potentially that this masculine may go through, because I'm not seeing the tower yet, but it feels like a 10 of Wands, a lot of situations. They're contemplating with the 9 of Pentacles, thinking about their own financial stability. They're pretty self-focused at this time, and I have to say it feels rightfully so. There's a lot going on in their energy. They also want to come from a healed place with this King of Cups. They want to be a master of their emotions. They want to come in stable. They might even be seeing you as a Queen of Swords. So it's almost as if I'm hearing from the feminine, if the masculine doesn't come in right, don't come in at all. You're ready to cut out any negativity, any disruption to your own progress. And it's almost as if this masculine is picking up on this energy and saying, yeah, I have to make sure I come in right before I come in at all. If I come in at all, I'm hearing very loudly, don't wait. You keep doing yourself or doing your life, doing the things that you feel called to do. Keep yourself busy, keep yourself preoccupied. You could also be connecting more and more with the divine, with this Queen of Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries with the Emperor very strongly. This could be an Aries masculine here. Piscean energy with the Hanged Man. A lot of grounded and thoughtful and carefully curated, I'm hearing, energy here. Very stable. So if this masculine does come in, you will know this reading is for you, because they will come in wiser, I'm hearing, than when they had come in before. Very emotionally stable, very emotionally intelligent, self-aware, and capable of being in an emperor state. It's almost like this gentleness that's also coming from this masculine energy as well. So let's see what's up to split. Oh, look at that. Two of Cups. We have the moon and the sun. Feminine, masculine energy. There's a potential for a reunion in this situation. And I was saying I did see a tower moment. I think this is definitely happening now with this masculine. This feels like the masculine might be going with through a tower moment, either physically in their yeah, they could have been betrayed. They could have been betrayed in terms of work, in terms of family. There's a lot of chaos that they're trying to instill a sense of order. You don't want to be around for this, but the union will come. Yeah, they're conflicted. They're conflicted about coming in. They might also be feeling a bit heartbroken. They're trying to heal. They're trying to balance their life. They're conflicted about coming in with a small message, but they do want to come home after a long journey and reach that 10 of Cups. They really want to reach this 10 of Cups with you. So I'm almost 1010 could be a significant number as well. I feel very called to kind of put these two together. So this is going to take a lot of thought. It's going to take time. And we did have the card of patience. Oh, peace. Peace will come after the tower falls and this masculine begins to be to rebuild. But we do have this message of patience here as well. All right. So should we get one more oracle? Yeah, why not? It feels quite promising. But I feel very called to advise that the collective focus on your own life, focus on yourself, create the life that you wish to lead, and allow everything to fall into place. And if this masculine is meant to come into your life, they will. So we have the sun. That's beautiful. Sun energy here. It says healing energy, happiness, comfort, joy. Leo energy. Something could be happening in the month of August, a transformation with the butterfly here. We do have, it looks to me like citrine. I don't really know what the orangish colors would represent, but citrine is very closely associated with monetary aspects. So potentially they're trying to get all their ducks in the row in terms of finances before coming in as well. They could come in, or this could be happening during the month of August where they get everything situated. And then we have oak tree, power, courage, strength. And with the word power, I really feel that's closely associated with this emperor type of energy here. And with courage and strength, I feel that's very closely associated with Leo. So you could also be dealing with a Leo, but also the month of August. All right, so I'm feeling called to end this here. If you feel so inspired to like, share, comment, and subscribe, I appreciate the support for the channel. As always, sending you all love, light, high vibrational energies, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, collective.